Hi everyone, I'm Mark O'Donnell and I want to be your next president of TU Dublin Students' Union. Now normally these videos will be done in probably the most beautiful setting we can find on campus. Obviously we can't do that this year, so I am here in my home office with my plants and with my rubber ducks. Now I've been your vice president for events and engagement this year, and while I didn't get to run the events I had initially planned and hoped to do, we've still done some really great things this year. We've ran events like our online ball with four other colleges in Dublin. We've done drawing classes with Don Conroy. We did knitting hats for neonatal babies. We've ran virtual catchphrase, phone quizzes, music bingo. We did a drag quiz with Davina Divine and Victoria's Secret. We've had our I Hate Mondays weekly social clubs where we've had comedian Steve Bennett every Monday running games, competitions, comedy and prizes to keep students engaged and getting them to chat to each other. And we also have more things to come. We have Multicultural Week and Student Race Day to come in the next couple of weeks. I have a lot of experience in TU Dublin. I've been everything from class rep, school rep, student councillor, president of societies, and obviously now up to my vice president for events and engagement, and lots more besides. I've seen a lot and been involved in a lot of committees over the last several years in DIT and TU Dublin, and I really know how the structures work and how the Students' Union, various positions within the Students' Union and other organisations in the college work. One of my first point on my manifesto is around student facilities, and this is something that I've been involved in terms of committees and meetings over the last 3 years. For a lot of people, especially particularly those on city campus, they'll know that the Grange Gorman development has finally materialised and we will soon have 10,000 students on that campus. What a lot of students don't know is that we are severely lacking in student facilities, both sports centres and training facilities, and also a student centre. While you'll find student centres and facilities on every other university in the country, you won't find it in Grange Gorman. We will be in a temporary building for many years. We will be squeezed in with sports, school of music, societies, the canteen, and maybe another service. While it is on the plan, it's not on a time scale, and that's something that we've been fighting for the last couple of years, and I will continue to fight for. And while it will be on Grange Gorman, it'll be a centre for all students at TU Dublin. I'll also be taking a look at the facilities on Tala and Blanchardstown campus and looking how we can improve student facilities overall for all students. My second point on my manifesto is about the relationship with the university management and student voice. Since TU Dublin has come into effect and come into being, our Students' Union relationship with the new university management has been up and down, and we've spent the last year trying to get back basically the same funding that us as three individual unions would have had. It's been a very difficult process, and our relationship with the university has been rocky throughout. I want to work to make sure we have, going into the future, we can build stronger ties with the university, and also make sure that student voices are included in all decision making across the board, and that student input is continually welcomed, so that decisions being made for students aren't being made without their opinions being heard. One of my next points is around societies and clubs. Coming from societies myself and being societies president on city campus, I have a great affinity for societies and a great understanding of how they operate. Unfortunately, even this year, I think we could have worked more with societies and we could have been more open and shared more information. So if I'm president next year, I'd like to hold regular meetings with societies and clubs to share what we're working on in terms of information so events don't clash, and also that we can work more on a united front on more campaigns, more events. I also want to campaign for better facilities and better resources on Tala and Blanchardstown. City campus are quite well resourced. They have staff members and their societies have decent funding. It's not the same case in Tala and Blanchardstown, and whatever campus students are on, they should be able to expect to have the same experience when they want to get involved with a society. So that's something that I want to lobby for next year. My last point in my manifesto is about using events as a tool for engagement. Whenever we do come back on campus, we are going to have a big job of reconnecting with our students, getting them involved with us, getting them through the door of our events, and getting them to know who we are as a union and who we are as officers. And I think the best way to do that is be doing loads of different events, whether they are big university-wide events or smaller on-campus events. I want all officers to be involved in events throughout the year. And I want us to really ramp up this as a way for us to get to know our students, for them to get to know us, and to bring a buzz back to campuses when we do get to return. Thank you for listening. You can ask me any questions. You can DM me on my campaign page, Mark4__ presidents, or you can even DM questions to the SU social media. I'd like to vote for Mark O'Donnell, for your SU president on the 23rd and 24th of March. Thanks, guys.